In the story of the tortoise and the hare, a boastful hare challenges the slow-moving tortoise to a race, confident in his speed. The hare takes a nap during the race, believing he has plenty of time to win. However, the tortoise keeps moving steadily and eventually wins the race. This fable reflects the Christian values of perseverance and patience, reminding us that slow and steady progress can often be more rewarding than rushing ahead. In Galatians 6:9, it is written, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." The tortoise's determination mirrors the persistence Christians are called to maintain in their faith and works, trusting in God's timing rather than rushing to achieve result. In The Boy Who Cried Wolf, a young shepherd boy repeatedly cries out that a wolf is attacking his flock, even though there is no wolf. The villagers rush to help, only to find that the boy is lying. Eventually, when a real wolf appears, the boy cries out for help again, but this time no one believes him, and the wolf attacks his flock. This fable relates to the commandment in Exodus 20:16, "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor." The boy's dishonesty leads to consequences, just as lying can harm relationships and trust in God's truth. This fable also emphasizes the importance of honesty and trustworthiness, qualities that reflect God's call for integrity. In The Lion and the Mouse, a mighty lion captures a small mouse, but instead of eating it, the lion shows mercy and lets the mouse go free. Later, when the lion is trapped in a hunter's net, the mouse returns the favor by gnawing through the ropes to set the lion free. This fable teaches the value of kindness and mercy, even toward those who seem insignificant. In Matthew 25:40, Jesus says, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." The lion's mercy toward the mouse mirrors the Christian call to show compassion to all people, no matter their size or status. In The Ant and the Grasshopper, the hard-working ant diligently stores food during the summer, while the carefree grasshopper spends his time singing and dancing. When winter comes, the grasshopper has nothing to eat and begs the ant for help. This fable aligns with the biblical principle of responsibility and preparing for the future. In Proverbs 6:6-8, it says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest." The ant's diligent work reflects the Christian value of wise stewardship, reminding us to be responsible with the resources God has provided us. In The Fox and the Grapes, a hungry fox tries to reach some grapes, hanging high on a vine, but after failing repeatedly, he walks away, muttering that the grapes were probably sour anyway. This fable teaches a lesson about contentment and avoiding the temptation to covet what we cannot have. In Hebrews 13:5 it says, "Keep your lives free from the love of money, and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" The fox's justification for his failure reflects how we sometimes make excuses for our desires or failures, rather than trusting in God's provision. In The Dog and His Reflection, a dog carrying a bone looks into a pond and sees his reflection, mistaking it for another dog with a larger bone. In his greed, he drops his own bone to try and snatch the other one, only to lose both. This fable speaks about greed and the folly of desiring more than what God has already provided. In 1 Timothy 6:6-10, it says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain, for the love of money is the root of all evil." The dog's greed serves as a reminder to be thankful for what we have, rather than always wanting more. Finally, in The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, a wolf disguises himself in sheep's clothing to deceive the other sheep and gain access to them. Eventually, the wolf's true nature is revealed when he attacks the flock. This fable connects to Jesus' warning in Matthew 7:15, where he says, "Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves." This story is a cautionary tale about deception and the importance of discernment in following God's truth. Though Aesop's fables were not originally written with religious intent, many of their themes align closely with biblical principles about honesty, kindness, humility, and faithfulness. These timeless stories can inspire reflection on how we can live according to God's teachings, offering valuable lessons that point to virtues essential to the Christian faith.